It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one will feature Kendall Fuller.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick. So there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 20 carries, 102 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing here, Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell him?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now Hurts going to keep it right left.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third.
To get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but now the 4 picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its
heels. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Howell out of the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your...
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Slide for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
Back to throw. Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Robinson. Pushes him over.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Likely.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught. Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Brown.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me. But subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Runs over him, and now he picks up the spare.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
He was trying to dance in around the sideline.
line that fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Colonel Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some riveting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Brings us 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they go play action with Howell. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Howell. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hurts. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd down, Howell now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brandon Graham drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Again, that's Watkins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift, 51 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the three-score lead. Now it's down to two, but three-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he will find his man, Samuel. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. But first down hurts. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I